kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Mahomes now on first down. Makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Joe Fortson from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back. Can you... An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Elliott Good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish... Very key. Crucial. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 11 now. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll buy some time right. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On second and 9, Mahomes pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on third and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this deep. Game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. But right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the fourth time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point. And the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pushes past him. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes to throw once more. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another run with Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game. Locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Quick. Unlock line. Unlock line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the move to his left. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a small measure of... Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Barney Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the Luna, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Foreman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Again, it's Foreman. And some room to work. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton. A first down throw coming for Dalton. There's Chris Olave. 2nd down and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Dalton sets up play action. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in a position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Dalton. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A carry for Foreman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Foreman will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. If we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A first down throw, Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll run with Foreman. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run again with Foreman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. The drive's 5 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Dalton. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he fires one, but... Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got his man. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 3rd and goal, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did before tackling early in the play.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a 31-yard attempt. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Fourth down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's Foreman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. After incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Winston. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And it's in. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprise. To go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Foreman, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
From the 22, Darnold. Touchdown! DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers just continue to roll. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is a... Get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He completes it to Olave. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They run. It's Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 6. And the Saints.
They go play action. Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes not get away.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Olave holds it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 8-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So another 3rd down conversion. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Darnold to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Foreman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try the left side. Foreman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 114 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. third down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. The pass caught by Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Winston. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Kamara. Sidestepping his way into the end zone is a touchdown. And on its way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, it would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Panthers coming out now. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.